don't know what it is. It's like every girl I've known, whenever some shit happens, it's like cutting all my hair off. I'm like, no.
I didn't cut any. I cut like 5 inches off, but like that was just because my hairstylist was like, girl, you need to cut this old dye out of your hair. And I was like, okay.
That's cool that you went with like the half, right? It looks like half and half.
It's only a little bit. Like it's really just like this one section, and then the rest is just my regular hair. And he talked me into that too, and I was like, okay, I'm fine with it. I don't care. Just do whatever.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's cool. So generally just try to pull the mic. You can move it and move it up and down.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't worry about that.
Do I need to?
No, just bring the whole thing over. You're good. Whatever's comfortable for you.
Okay, this feels good.
Yeah. It's all good.
I'll try my best. I'm very bad at following instructions, not because I'm not listening to you, just I don't understand them.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We're in the general vicinity here, unless you're like, yo.
Yeah, I'll try and aim towards the mic, but I tend to deviate from the plan.
Nah.
Not on purpose.
Well, what's up, guys? Welcome back to That's the Angle. And today I am joined with Sarah Barnfart.
Hey, it's me.
And I don't know. It's so cool to have you here, man. Like as someone who consumes your stories daily.
That's so crazy.
You're just as cool in flesh.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's really surreal being here because I've seen like your stuff online. We've never actually met.
Yeah.
But this is cool.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Yeah. Like I'm like, dude, you geek me out.
Really?
The other day you made this story and you were like, let's get this brioche. I was dying because I was not expecting that. I was just laughing.
God. You know what? I thought it was really funny, but no one responded to it. So I was like, nobody thinks this is funny. Just me.
Don't you hate that? Because sometimes you kind of want that little bit of validation. Like, that was good. That was good comedic material.
I just needed one person to be like, that was funny. It should have been you. Where were you, buddy?
Dude, I was literally... you know when you wake up and you go on your Instagram?
Yeah,
that was me, and I like laughed awake with that single story.
I can't even be mad for you.
Yeah, like I was looking at it and I was like laugh, and you were like, let's get this, and you zoomed in brioche. And I was just like,
because you weren't expecting it.
Shit was good.
Yeah, it took a while for me to figure out what type of bread I was gonna say there. I tried a couple others beforehand.
Let's get this sourdough.
No, it wouldn't have worked because it doesn't have the same first like syllables. I was like trying baguette. That was too long.
Let's get this baguette.
Honestly, go on your story and be like, let's get this brioche. I'll give it to you. You can trademark it. It's yours.
Dude, but you're so like you're such a personality on your story. Was that hard for you to do?
No, it wasn't really. So basically a little bit of backstory. I'm like an internet person. Like I've always been like obsessed with the internet. So even when I was younger and MySpace was around, I was one of those people on MySpace that just like was always on it, and like I just talked to people, and I had like thousands of friends on there because I just like to be on the internet.
But how do you get thousands of friends on MySpace? What were you doing?
I was just going around adding people I thought looked cool, and they were accepting or denying. Mostly accepting.
Were you like, I don't want to say personality or character because you are exactly who you are, but like, were you like a character then too? Like, were you still doing your?
It was a little bit different.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was younger. I was like 13, 14, 15. So I was a little bit more juvenile and a little bit more dramatic. It was more about I wasn't being funny on the internet. Like I wasn't my own self. I was trying to be something else that I thought would get people to like me.
Were you a scene queen?
I wasn't. I was like a poser scene queen because my mom would never let me do the hair and she thought the outfits were crazy and all that stuff. So I just like pretended to be that, but I was never actually that. So yeah, I've always been like that. And then when I went on Instagram, I was like, everyone on here seems so fake. Like I fucking hate it. Can I cuss on here?
You could say whatever the fuck you want.
Okay, good. Cool. Cause that's a problem. I do cuss a lot.
No, cussing is good. I think cussing shows authenticity.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'm authentic.
Yeah, people who like refrain from cussing, it's like just say it. You know you want to say it.
I know, because it like half comes out anyways. But yeah, so I went on there and I was like, everyone is so fucking, it just looks so stale and like fake and stuff. So when I first went on Instagram, I wasn't doing the art thing. And I just was like, I had an Instagram because everybody had one. But, Don't mind me. Oh yeah, no problem. But eventually I started putting the art on there, and then when I started putting the art on there, they didn't have stories, and I never did Snapchat. So I just had the feed and that was it. And then they put the stories on there and I was like, holy shit, I could just go in here and like do whatever I want. People are going to watch it. And then I went on there, I was like, sup? hey.
You're like, finally, thank you.
Yeah, and I just started like saying shit that like I thought about because I think a lot of stuff, but I don't say it. But for some reason on there, it felt safe to like say this stupid shit.
You seem so comfortable.
I mean, at first I wasn't. It's been a while now. But at first I was like, oh, I'm going to say this thing and people are going to think it's weird. But now that I've done it a bunch, most people are just like, I think that kind of shit all the time. And like, I'm glad that you fucking said it because it needs to be said.
Isn't that interesting? Like the weird thoughts that you have, a lot of other people think them too. And you always think like you're alone in that. Yeah,
that's why it's like, it's kind of bad because Instagram does validate me a lot and like the weird things that I say and the weird things that I think. So I'm like, it's fine to be weird, which it is fine to be weird. But like, I don't know. It's just weird that there's so many people out there and they're people that you wouldn't expect. Like, the social worker from, Minneapolis or whatever, just like some kid's mom or something. It's weird.
Like, okay, Susan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Susan, Linda, Becky, all those girls.
When the stories came out, I was like, this is a game changer.
It really was. It changed the game for me.
As soon as it came out, I was like, I kind of fallen off the whole everyday thing. Just because, I don't know why. But I was like, this is it. For people who are personality facing, this is going to be the gold mine. Yeah, because you couldn't really, there wasn't any other way on Instagram to show like what you were doing or what you were about. I mean, other than like I was posting art and people were like, she's an artist. You're like, cool, like, it's art.
I'm so much more than an artist.
You're so dead.
Yeah, but it was just like, it was really a game changer because I was really able to engage with the audience and make friends that way. Because I mean, it sounds lame, but that's how I socialize mostly.
That's not lame at all. That's just the world we live in.
I know, it's crazy. And I never thought it would be like that, but that's how it is.
I mean, I imagine it's between working and then doing art. It's like, how much time can you really put in when you could just make one story that's just you being you and it reaches thousands of people. Yeah. I mean, the first time I saw that number, like in the bottom corner, doesn't it feel so good to look at that number?
It's such
a guilty
pleasure. I also was like, oh, there's 1,000 people like counting on me to like make content. So it's really like daunting because.
Well, you're telling me you get at least 1,000 people watching your stories?
Usually I get between 950 to 1,200 daily.
You do know that's really high, right?
I know because I've done a little reconnaissance.
Yeah.
I've seen the numbers and I know what people get because I've asked around.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it scary.
That means that people fuck with you.
I know it does, but it's scary. It's scary. It's scary because like people like me and I'm like, yo.
Ooh. like, are you counting on me to make your day brighter?
I know. Yeah. And then I feel like I always have to be like this like shimmering face of positivity, which is like completely opposite of what I really am. And you get stuck in that trap where it's like, I have to always be positive. Yeah. And then that's really different than how I am like on this, when you know me in person, like the first couple times you meet me, you're like, oh yeah, she's like bright and like whatever. But then like you start getting down there, you realize like, oh, she's like kind of pessimistic and like self-deprecating. And I don't know, sometimes I can get really real on those stories, but not all the time. I feel like it's too much. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. They do get pretty real when I know your menstrual cycle, and I now know the best position is to fart in. That was a game changer. I hope that you tried it. Farting in doggy style position, like if you're the dog. I'm telling you, it really like when I found out about it, I was like, makes sense because gas rises and it's kind of like. I did not realize like other people were like, I've never seen this, and I was like, girl, you better get in that fart position right now. Get that gas out. But you're so like confident as a woman, which is so rare. Is it rare? I wouldn't say. Or you express it like you're like periods and farts and stuff, and it's so cool to see that. But I feel like I don't know anyone else who's just like repping it. Like, who cares? Like, it's almost like a fuck you attitude. Like, you're just like, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. Yeah, I am kind of like that because I have. So a little bit about like my background is I'm like mixed race. So my mom is Black and Korean and my dad is white. What? So when I was younger, I had a really hard time fitting in. So I was always trying to like, make myself be what I thought people wanted me to be. Like some years I would try and be more white. Some years I would try and be more Black. I was never trying to be more Asian because I could never pass as Asian. But like when I was younger, I was really trying to fit into a block because like, those toys where you put the blocks in.
Yeah.
I was always trying to get into one of those block like holes with the wrong size, and it just never worked. And like the older I got, I started realizing like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I'm just like being fake all the fucking time. It's so exhausting. And then I just stopped doing that. And that was recently. That was like probably within the last, I don't know, like 3-4 years maybe.
No way.
Yeah.
Like you kind of have like this awakening where you're just like, I am who I am. Like it's no longer this.
Yeah. I think I just like, I had gone through it so much that I had just been like, I don't know, I got to a certain point, like, and over the years, it like just kind of like the layers started coming off. And like one day I was just like, yeah, this is just how like people are just going to have to take it at face value because I can't be, I'm too tired to like do this like fake shit.
It's also cool because you don't owe them anything. Like you're not like a blogger who needs a brand deal, who's worried about looking bad. No. So you're just like, I don't care.
I don't fucking need that.
It's very like, I don't know, it connects.
Yeah. I think a lot of people appreciate that I just like kind of say whatever the fuck I want. And that's not even true. I don't always say what I want.
I'm sure there's some real shit that you still don't say on there.
Yeah, there's some things I only think and I feel bad about thinking them, but
we all think fucked up things.
Yeah, it's part of the human nature, but still, I don't know, like I don't know. It's validating to see that people are like, yeah, be you, girl. And I do like to talk about my period because you know, people have them. It's not a secret.
I'm fucking 28 and they still gross me out to this day.
I mean, that's fine if they gross you out.
Like dude. that's the one time I'll like swipe right on your shoulder. I'm like, oh, like squeamish. Like, no, god damn.
I mean, I'm not going to be like up on my one time I did post a picture of period blood, but I'm not.
You gave a discllaimer. I appreciate that.
I did because I didn't want anyone to see it if they didn't want to. And most of the time I'll just talk about it. And if I'm talking about it, I'm not going to provide you with any traumatic things, hopefully. And if I do, please tell me and I will not talk about that. But yeah, I don't want anyone to feel like they're subjected to something they don't want to be subjected to because that's not I'm not here to traumatize people. Like I'm not here for shock value, basically. Like I'm not trying to present that.
I'd say it's more like comedic relief for me. Like it's, have you ever thought of doing stand-up or anything like that?
Oh my God. I
know it's had to have been.
Yeah, I have, but I don't think I would be good at it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not good at coming up with stuff like really quick. And I get really nervous.
Dude, comedians don't come up with stuff quick. That's all material that they like have been working on.
I know that. But like, I feel like you still have to like have some backup. Like you still got to be able to quickly, dude, I bet if I took a few improv classes, I might be able to work it out. But like, I don't know if I'm ready.
Get on that stage and be like, oh, wow, you're all looking at me. Why am I holding a mic when I have one right here?
Yeah, I feel like I'd be okay with everyone looking at me at this point, but I think it's still different than being online and being like an internet presence.
That's interesting, the whole internet personality.
Yeah.
But
I guess that's what I am.
No, hell no.
That's not good.
No, that's not you. You're a super talented artist. That's why you're here. Before we even talk about that, I want to talk about your stories where you ask people secrets. Oh, those are great.
Yeah. Those
How did you even find out that was like a thing? Like, and like it's not really anonymous, but only.
It is sort of.
I guess
it's not anonymous to me. Like I can see who sent it to me. But they know that I'm not going to disclose who sent it. So,
that's true. They trust you.
But
you get so much response on them, and like the secrets are real.
Yeah, and I do not even like post everything. Like I do maybe like
there's stuff you just like it's too.
No, there's too much.
What?
Like I can't.
So for anyone listening, do you want me to describe it? You want to describe it?
I can describe it. Yeah. So basically on Instagram, there's like this function where you can ask people a question. Instead of asking a question, I tell people to tell me their secrets. Which I'm not sure. I don't think I came up with that. I think I saw it somewhere and just tried it and it just kind of worked. And then I kept doing it as like a weekly, not even weekly. Like I just do it if I feel like it. But yeah.
Yeah. But people tell you some wrong.
Yeah. They tell me some real private stuff. And some of the stuff is too private and I can't justify putting it on there and I'll message them like privately. But some of it is fine or funny.
It reminds me of like Post Secret.
It is kind of like
that's what it literally reminds me of.
That's funny because when I was a kid, I really just wanted to be Frank Roberts or whatever. Frank.
Dude.
I wanted that to be my life.
I used to go to the bookstore and read them all, never buy it, but just sit in the corner with my scene friends and just read them.
With your scene friends.
with my girl pants and my shit dyed hair.
Your girl pants. Did you have etnies too?
No, I never rocked like the skater shoe with the girl pants. It was mostly just Vans.
Oh yeah.
Like Vans. Studded belt, girl pants.
Yeah.
Straightened hair. You know.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the scene.
I know about it.
But it's not just the fact that your personality. It's like, dude, your art's really cool. Like it's very unique.
Yeah. It's different. I mean, sometimes I still like wonder. I don't even know how it happened, to be quite honest.
Really? What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. Like one day I was just like hanging out with my friends and we made some collages and I was like, what if I just do this?
And like sold it.
Yeah. And it wasn't even about selling it. It was just like, what if I just, cause I've always done like art, but it's never been like that. I've only done that for like maybe 2 years.
So you're saying you never have been like, I'm an artist. I want to sell this and make a living from art.
Not really. No, I never really thought about it.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Not until like the last 2 years.
Whoa.
Yeah. Weird.
What the hell?
I don't know what happened.
It just like came to you?
Yeah. Like I was just making it and I started posting online. People started reacting to it. So I just kept doing it.
What? How?
I don't know what happened. Like it just...
like someone's like, hey, I'll buy that. You're like, really?
Yeah, no.
Word.
Yeah. That's pretty much, that's what happened. I literally fell into it. And here we are.
And here we are, a podcast later. But no, like I don't even know how to describe it. I know it's mixed media, but like, is it erotic art?
I guess technically it's erotic art, even though that's not the main thing.
What do you mean?
Like, okay, so yeah, I use like naked women in that, but that's not like what it's about. Okay. So recently what I've been doing is I've been using my art kind of like a diary. So I'm using it to sort out my emotions. So I've been doing a weekly piece like for the last couple years, been making a weekly piece. And recently they've gotten really personal because I've been going through a lot mentally. So I've been using that to kind of gear me. So I'm using the art to sort out whatever I'm feeling that week. And yes, I do use the naked women, but it's less about the naked women now and more about the message that I'm trying to say, like what I need to get out of myself. So I kind of use the naked lady to lure you in a little bit because I know most people are like okay with looking at naked ladies and they like to look at them. And then like once they see the naked lady, they realize there's like something else like going on in there besides the naked lady. Like it's not about her.
Can I ask what was this week's?
So last week I did one. What did it look like? Damn, see, like every week I make one and I just like forget it because it's over now.
Oh.
Yeah, because I'm like literally using it just get it out.
Just like get the emotion out.
And then move on. But I did, the one I made last week, I don't think I really liked it.
Huh.
I'm going to have to look it up.
Yeah. No, yeah. feel free to look up. No, I looked over because you gave me the awesome gift and you gave me some prints and I was like, what? So I looked over and I was like, oh, I never looked at them. I mean, I know for a fact it's not just naked women. I get that. Like there's a lot
that
more.
That one that I gave you maybe, but the other one, that's newer. The one I gave, the yellow one right there, that one is, one's a really old one. That's like one of my first ones.
Oh, whoa, really?
Yeah. And the one on the back is like one that I made like 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah. So the one that I made this week, okay. So the one that I made this week was like, I was really feeling like really socially isolating myself and just like feeling down and being like, you know, like what happens? Like if I just like I just don't do anything. Like what if I just stay here inside my house forever and I don't go anywhere and I don't see anybody? Like what would happen? So it came up with this whole idea like of let's pretend we don't exist. And there's a song that I was listening to that was talking about it. And it was like, let's just pretend that we don't exist. Let's pretend we're in Antarctica. Let's just pretend like nobody else is around. It's just us. And so I just like took that and I just made it into this piece, which again, like I said, I don't really like it because I started it as something else and then that didn't work out. So I ended up having to do something else last minute. But yeah, so I was just like really feeling like I was like last week was particularly bad for whatever reason. So I was down in the dumps and I made this piece and then I don't know, like I just fucking hated it. And I just like pretended it didn't exist.
Do you think you actually like, is mental health like a thing on your radar? Like, do you think you actually suffer from something? Cause it seems so contrary to like how maybe you present, but you do touch on it. Yeah.
So, I've never been like formally diagnosed with anything, but I'm I mean, everybody suffers from something.
Everyone
and
does.
especially like during the winter, I have more problems.
Dude, same.
I just get more sad. So I don't know. It's something that's always come up. When I was younger, it was like a really big part of my life, and I never went to therapy or anything because my mom and my dad just really didn't think that was something that I needed. So I just like tried to figure it out myself, and that's what I've continued to do as an adult. But I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I think I need to go
to therapy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think I do. I think it's funny because in my secrets, like we were talking about earlier, I tell people all the time, like, go to therapy, and I'm kind of preaching like something I don't know about.
Ooh.
And it's not that I don't want to go. It's just that I don't have any money.
Yeah. I guess it does cost a lot of money.
Yeah. So like I tell people to go all the time, but I can't take my own advice. Like,
well, it's easy to give advice. And take your own advice sometimes. Come on.
But yeah, mental health is something that I do talk about a lot, and it's something that I think needs to be talked about more.
If you were to diagnose yourself, what would you say?
That's a big question you just asked me.
We're getting into it.
Okay,
we don't have to talk. We could skip completely over this.
No. I'll go into it. Okay, so if I had to diagnose myself, I definitely have social anxiety. With like one-on-one like this, fine.
Yeah.
But when I got to go to a party or like a concert or something, dog, is bad.
Really?
Oh yeah, like not as much anymore. It used to be way worse. When I was younger, I would just like full on have a panic attack.
Is it like the amount of people or something?
I don't know. I think it's the fact that I can't control it.
Like you don't know what they're going to do.
Like I don't know everybody there, and like I don't know what's going to happen with all these people, and like I don't have any type of control over the situation.
What's like the scenario that's in your mind? Like what's like that's like that thing that makes you freak out? Like I feel like there's always like a scenario.
Oh my God, you're gonna give me a panic attack.
Oh okay. No, I want to. I'm just so curious.
I know, yeah. Okay, so I don't know. Specifically like at a concert where there's just like so many people there and like so much is happening. Not like a little concert like, at the Black Cat or something, but like a big one, like at like Merriweather or something, and there's just like so many people like doing so many stuff, and it's just like a big wall, and you just don't know what's going on, like because I can't see everybody.
It's like the unexpected or the thing you can't control.
Yeah, so I think it's a control issue. I don't think it's like. I guess I'm afraid of it.
I don't. My guest before you said that he did some acid and completely like let go of his ego and have like a complete breakthrough.
That's what I've heard, but I'm afraid to do acid too.
I haven't done it either.
I'm afraid of it.
He was saying that he did it and he tripped for like 9 hours
that is
and then like
too long.
And then like the next like 2 weeks a week he was like still in some like weird zone. But he came out of it and he like completely like over his ego and everything and he like had like a huge change of mind.
He had ego death.
I guess so.
Yeah. That's what I've heard. It sounds good, but I feel like I would just die while it was happening.
That's not kind of scary, right?
It doesn't sound good to me. The after part sounds good, but the part where it's happening sounds like...
It's so ironic that you're like, it's so many people, but if you were to take the people that you speak to on a daily basis and make them human in a room,
it's embarrassing.
It would fill this room up like sardines and then like times 4.
That's scary.
Isn't that kind of weird?
I hate that.
Like, right? If you were to materialize how many people were watching it.
Ew.
That's kind of crazy, right?
You. I'm good. I don't want to.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. We don't have to do that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I definitely have depression as well, but I don't know what triggers that. I think I just get in my own head. Dude,
validation is such a weird but important thing.
Validation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know I can be having like a totally scummy day, but if one person were to like randomly DM me, like a stranger with those DMs who's just like yo, I love your podcast, blah, blah, blah. Like that just brightens my entire day.
No, it really makes a difference. And I wish I didn't have to rely on that, but I do a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little bit. And that's why I'm like kind of afraid of like getting like really huge on social media. Cause then like I'm going to be, if I ever want to like leave, I'm going to have to like let down so many people.
Ooh, is that a goal, kind of like a low-key goal? Like you kind of want to get really big?
I mean, I kind of do.
I mean, I do too.
I mean, yeah, it's just like natural.
Why
like,
else would you want to do it? Like,
what would I be doing right now? Like I don't know. If I wasn't doing this, I have no idea what I'd be doing.
Yeah.
Probably crying in a corner. I'm still doing that, but just like in front of people.
Yeah.
On the internet.
At least I can get some follows for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a goal. Yeah. I don't know. I just hit 5K.
Oh, well, congrats.
Which is fucking weird. And
cheers to you.
Yeah, my goal for this year was to hit 10K. I don't know why I made a goal, but for some reason I was like, this feels right. I'm going to make a goal.
10K by the end of the year?
Yeah.
I think you could do it.
I think I could too.
You got to double. That's a lot. To double in a year, that's a lot.
I've more than doubled since last year.
No way, really?
Yeah.
I've been finding I get like 1,000 a year. That's kind of like my weird.
It gets exponentially bigger the higher you are.
Yeah. Since I've been doing this whole podcast thing, shit's been going kind of crazy.
Yeah. It gets exponentially bigger the more followers you have.
What do you think the big...
That's how math works.
Math and shit. What do you think is like going to get you to 10K? Just...
I don't know. I'm just going to keep doing the same shit I've been doing.
Yeah, right? Why switch it up?
Maybe someone famous will notice me and share me.
Would you want it to be for your art or more so just for like the fact that you're funny?
I don't know. I think I would be more okay with it being for my art because then I would feel like I'm actually doing something.
Swivel it.
Oh, yeah.
And then we get back.
Awesome.
That's good.
I think I would more be into it for my art, but I don't know. I don't think I could keep up with the comedy aspect because I don't even think that's what I'm doing. I'm just like being myself.
I think it'd be weird to be pressured to be funny.
Yeah,
could you imagine if
that's how I feel about stand-up comedy. I don't think I could do that.
Like, but they like train that sword like an art to be funny. You know, I feel like when you're just that person, it's different.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it. I feel like it'd be too hard to be just a funny person. I think the art would have to be the one that made me get there, and then people just happen to like me also. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
10K, I'm praying for you. That'd be great because who doesn't want to swipe up? What I would give.
That is my goal. I want to swipe up.
The amount of dicks I would suck for a swipe up.
Honestly, I would do a lot for that swipe up. Like give it to me, baby.
I feel like as a content creator or as anyone who's trying to put something out into public, Instagram not having a swipe up is like, it's like, give me the goddamn swipe up.
Instagram has played us because they know what they're doing. They want us to make content so that we can get that 10K and they can get their fucking money and we can swipe up. That's what they want.
That shortcut, just like that one simple feature that they take from us until you get enough clout is so annoying.
It's rude.
It's so annoying.
It's rude.
Wow. So have you ever thought of doing like YouTube content or IGTV content?
No.
What do you mean? You'd be perfect.
No, it's too much work. I don't have time.
What?
I don't have time. I work a full-time job. I do this art on the side. And I don't have enough time for those things. I don't know how the fuck I would be able to do YouTube. I have no idea how to do all this shit that you got going on here.
Well, this is kind of crazy. I have worked as like a professional audio engineer before.
Oh, okay. So that's helpful.
I know how to do all this stuff.
I worked in a bookstore, so I can read.
Nice.
Sort of.
Nice. I legit think if you just sat there and gave your opinion on something, that should be so funny.
If someone wants to have me, if I could be Whoopi Goldberg on The View, I'll take that because all I have to do is sit there and talk. But the second I gotta like do all the extra outside
like the
work,
editing and then the uploading,
it's so much work. But yeah, I don't know. I would definitely be someone's co-host in a second.
Hey, what's your full-time job?
I work at a bookstore.
Whoa,
still.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a used bookstore.
Are you consider yourself a librarian?
No. I'm not that. It's like a used bookstore, so we sell people's old shitty books that they're trying to throw away and get money for. But I'm like a manager there. I do customer service management, so I answer emails. I talk to angry customers.
What could someone possibly mad at a bookstore for?
Don't ask. A lot.
Let's not relive those memories.
I'd rather not. Yeah.
Do you ever find interesting stuff in the books?
Yeah, a lot. I spend so much money at the bookstore.
Really?
Yes. I buy lots of stuff. Comics. I collect comics. And I also collect records. And I collect lots of other things, but those are literally the only stuff that we sell at the bookstore that I collect.
Okay. That's interesting. Can't tell you okay, I was in a bookstore like a week ago, but it seems kind of interesting every time I go in. I never buy anything. It's just like, oh, what's up? Bookstore. A bunch of knickknacks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. The more you're there, the more curated your collection becomes. So I've like really whittled it down to like the things that I really want. And a lot of those things are super expensive.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, Brian Eno records or a really expensive comic that's from 1975 for some reason. But I can get it at a good price. I have a good discount. So It works out.
Comics. That's an interesting.
Yeah, I love comics and I love graphic novels.
So what was your thoughts on Captain Marvel?
I haven't seen it. I don't like those kind of comics. Probably should have prefaced with that.
Oh, you
I
don't
read
like the
alternative comics. I know.
What's an alternative comic?
such a
like
hipster.
Archie?
No, Archie is so mainstream.
I have no idea.
Alternative comics are like small press stuff. So stuff that people make in their basement, zines, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I've seen that we have a zine fest in DC.
Yeah,
that's some cool stuff.
There's one in DC and there's one in Bethesda like once a year called SPX. It's Small Press Expo. It's great. I go every year. Yeah,
that's interesting. Yeah, zines are cool.
Yeah, I love them.
It's just tiny magazines.
That's exactly what it is. Homemade usually, which is the best part.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know people, the Homie House Press, they make the zines in DC.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, I love it. I think I just like the homemade thing. Like, I just really like that people are just making their own shit. I always like to make my own. Like, I like to do everything by myself. That's why I couldn't, That's why I couldn't do this, because I know that I like to do everything by myself and I don't want anyone to help me. So I think that's why I like it, because I kind of like the DIY aspect of art in general. But
and I think that's a good thing about art is just that it's all on you. And it's your interpretation of whatever the hell you want to interpret.
Yeah.
People take it or leave it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I do like, I'm like having a hard time explaining the things that are in my brain right now. I don't know why, but
no worries.
Yeah. I do love, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time saying this. I do love making something that like completely came from me. Oh. Like, yes, I use pictures from like a collage aspect in my art, but like the original concept, like, I don't know. I think that's why some of my pieces get really emotional, is because like that thing like came out of me. It's like having a baby.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's like, this is my baby. Like, I recently sold an original that I really like, and it was hard for me to let it go.
Really?
Yeah, and they were like, I'll pay you like $75, and which is like kind of low, but that's what I charge for them because they're small. And I was like, I don't know if I could let that go for any amount of money.
You should raise that price. It'd be a lot easier to let go.
I should. I don't know why I feel very nervous.
Do you want to have a drink? We can have a drink.
No, I don't drink.
Okay, no worries. My guest before you, we were drinking this Basil Hayden's.
Ooh.
And it did not start full. Do not worry.
Okay,
I am not drunk by any means. But
was it today?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Do you like edit these? Are they going to see that I'm really nervous?
Nah, dude, you don't look nervous at all, dude.
I feel so nervous.
Dude, don't worry.
I don't know why.
It's all good. Honestly, this is just a conversation.
I know. I think it's the lights.
I know. I know the lights can kind of make you feel like under pressure or something.
Yeah, they make me feel hot.
Oh, I know. Don't worry about it. Just try to tune it out. It's all good.
I'm trying.
Just think it's for the YouTubes. No, it's fine.
That's scary.
Most people are probably listening anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll be fine. No worries.
How many like podcast listens do you get?
Per episode. Last time I checked, I get about, this was like a month ago, I think about 50 per episode.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I think now I should be upwards of like 70. And then I think if you were to accumulate that with YouTube views, I think at least 100 per every episode. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Shit's doing kind of good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's not bad at all.
I don't make any content where people listen or watch, so I don't have a frame of reference for that, but it seems like a lot to me.
I mean, I don't know anyone else in the area doing a podcast like on a consistent basis that sounds this good.
I mean, this is very professional.
Because like, I'm going to take this audio, I'm going to put some of my audio engineer sauce on it, and it's just going to be like butter in your ears.
Oh, yeah.
You don't get to worry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to it, so I'll probably get at least one other person to listen to it.
Do you know what ASMR is?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I love it.
Really?
A little bit. Yeah, because you know what? People say that sometimes I do it on accident.
Really?
You know those videos I do where I kiss the envelopes?
100%. I 100% get that, because when you do that, I'm like, is this ASMR right now? Like, you're like,
it has be. I do it on purpose now that it's ASMR.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Someone said that. They were like, this is ASMR. And I was like, really? I was like, okay. You know, someone said it was ASMR for lonely people. And I was like,
lonely people want kisses on ASMR.
They were like, it's like you're getting a kiss, but not. And I was like, okay.
Just subscribe to my Patreon for more ASMR. Has that been a conscious thought at all?
Patreon?
Yeah. Like,
yes, it has been a conscious thought, but I haven't done it because it's so much work.
would you like do nudity for Patreon, or is it something that you would just like send
like
audio?
Of myself?
Yeah, that's what Patreon girls do, don't they?
No, I don't think I would.
Oh, you would just do like something different?
My nudes cost $2,600.
Someone out there wants to now pay for your Patreon.
Every time somebody asks me how much they cost, they go up. So
damn. So what would you do at your Patreon?
I would do art.
They're just like Patreon level art.
Yeah, but I don't think I just don't have the time right now. That's my main concern is the time. And I don't want to disappoint anyone.
I feel like I've got the wrong opinion of Patreon. I feel like I was like, oh man, not all Patreon girls are getting naked.
No.
I just assumed that every Patreon girl was like, it's like
naked at all because they're artists.
What?
And they're making art for these people.
Oh,
they're sending them prints every month. It's like a subscription club for prints.
Now that's cool.
Yeah.
Whenever I think of Patreon girls, I always think of like the e-girl who's like $100 a month. I'll send you nudes or something.
$100. Yeah. I couldn't do it.
I would do
There's
it.
There's a bunch of people like that. Though,
tons of people that do that.
Yeah. I'm not into it.
Yeah. Try speaking the mic. It's like
I'm sorry.
Fist away. I know. It's kind of like,
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to get I'm trying to get relaxed.
Yeah, please. Yeah. You can pull that red metal chair up if you need to.
I'm going to loosen my belt because I think that's the problem.
Oh, do what you got to do. No worries. We getting comfy.
Okay. Maybe that's better.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Whatever works. Yeah, ASMR is dope though.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Have you seen the box that has ears on it and then they tickle the ears and stuff like that?
No. I don't know what you're talking about at all.
Okay, so on Twitch TV, there's like a whole category of ASMR and they legit have a box now. And on the box are actual ears. Mm-hmm. And when you put your headphones on, it like, if they're on the left ear, it feels like they're on your left ear. And so people are getting like really creative with it. They're doing like reverb underwater ASMR. And it's just like, it's like a weird experience. Like the shit's getting onto levels.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird shit out there. The slime thing. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like where people like play with the slime.
Oh yeah. That's a total like weird pleasure.
It's a whole like underground. It's like such a big thing.
It's like a weird pleasure center with people. It's like, what's appealing about that?
I don't know. It's smushy.
Or like mukbang. Or mukbang.
I don't know if I like watching that. They keep coming up on my Explore page, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch someone eat like 6 dozen wings.
Ugh.
It's disgusting.
I think it's more about like the sound where they're like, they show you the food, and then like,
no. I'm not into it. No.
I
want to be into it because I love food, but like, I don't want to watch people just like scale a tower of corn on the
It's always like these tiny girls too who are like, I have 10 pounds of food.
Yeah,
Let's go.
And then they work out like all day long so they can eat that. It's crazy.
Oh.
I could never live that lifestyle.
So are you from this area?
Mm-hmm. Woodbridge, born and raised.
No shit.
Yep. Swear.
Dang, where'd you go to school?
Osborne Park.
OP?
I did.
I went to Woodbridge High School.
I tried to go there, but I didn't get accepted into the CFPA.
Oh, you know about the CFPA.
I did. I tried to get in there for choir.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I was expecting some sort of visual art.
No, I didn't do visual art a lot in high school, but I was a choir nerd. Very much so.
I was a band geek, so don't worry.
Oh, what'd you play?
I was in percussion.
Ooh.
Which does not mean I was Nick Cannon from Drumline. That means I was playing like bells and like triangles.
Bells are cool. I fucking love them.
Mallets. Yeah, that was actually
I love bells and I love triangles. I think those are like my favorite part of the band.
Well, thank you for making me feel better about that.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know, the tinging noise is like really comforting for me.
Ding!
Yeah.
It's like when you listen to The Power of Now in between each audio book session, it goes ding.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's really cute. The Eckhart Tolle book?
Yeah, the Eckhart Tolle book.
If you name any book that's come out within the last like 10 years, I probably know exactly what you're talking about, but I've never read it.
Really?
Yeah, I've never read it. People tell me to read it, but I never read self-help books because I'm very malleable. Like I just absorb it and I'm like, that's the way I should do things.
Dude, I think I'm that same way. I'm like so inspired. I'm like, that's it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing I need to be doing. But usually it's not the thing I need to be doing. I just like get really into it. 'Cause I'm like, I read this book and I actually finished it. I didn't just start it. And like, I get really into the fact that I finished the book. It's very selfish.
Dude, I can't tell you the last book I finished.
I read a lot of graphic novels, but I feel like those don't count. And I read a lot of manga.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice.
A lot of yaoi gay manga.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's interesting.
I do.
What is one of those, what kind of a story premise is in
It's
one
a
of
love
those?
story.
Between two dudes?
Yes. And if you read Yuri, it's between two girls.
Yaoi and Yuri.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mostly read it's like romance novels, but for weebs.
Oh, you're a little weeaboo. Do you have a body pillow?
No, but I would love one.
Dang.
I don't know what character I would get because I'm not like really into anime, but I read manga.
Oh, so you really like those anime thought stickers I gave you?
I do. I told you I liked them.
I did not. Oh, I did not know you actually understood that. That's probably called a Hago, and you really
Yeah, I
get
know
what it
what it
is. Wow, that's funny.
Yeah.
Not many people get it. They're just like, what is this?
I know. I get it. The little face that they make.
Yeah.
The drool.
Yeah. I thought it was just funny.
A lot of those. So it's like, you know how old ladies read like romance novels? It's like the same thing for me. It's like trash reading. Like I just am reading the trash, and I don't know. Like it's like the only thing I do really now that it's like my guilty pleasure, I guess. But I don't feel bad about it at all.
The yaoi. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I could read that. I mean, they actually do it in the manga too. Like
It
they actually
depends
do
on
it.
what you read. Not all of them. Some of them are really tame because like kids read those ones, but like a lot of them, there's a lot that are really explicit and they have like ratings on them.
Whoa.
Like
Do you read those ones?
Those are the ones that I read. Yes.
Oh my God.
It's like a Harlequin novel for me.
What? So you are in a relationship.
I am.
I
have a boyfriend.
What does he think about that?
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care?
No.
He's like, oh, hey, honey, what are you doing? Just reading some gay porn.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
I mean, who
would
could
he
get
care?
who could get mad at that, right?
No, he doesn't. He gets it. He's
That's
cool. We've been going out for a long time.
How long?
It'll be 7 years.
Whoa.
In November, so about 6.5 years.
Congrats.
Yeah,
that is a long ass time.
Yeah, we've been together since I was 19 years old.
Whoa.
Yeah.
High school sweethearts?
No, we met at the bookstore that I work at. We both work there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about, do you ever get sick? I mean, you must always be around each other.
Yeah, we are, but we have separate lives as well.
That's good. That's important.
He's a dork, so he likes to play Magic the Gathering.
Yo, that's a hard, I respect the hell out of that game.
And my thing is like art. So he goes out and plays Magic and I do art shit or watch Drag Race or whatever with my friends. Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool.
It is fun.
I don't really see much in your stories though. I feel like I should know what he looks like by now.
He doesn't like to be on camera.
So
that's my separate life. Like I have my Instagram and then I have my boyfriend. But sometimes I'll put him on there, but he really doesn't like it. So I try to respect his boundaries with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had anyone come up to you in real life and be like, I know you from the internet? Is that happening?
Not really.
No?
I don't really go anywhere.
Oh.
If they know me in real life, it's because they've met me before. Or we went to school together or something.
Interesting. So from Woodbridge, and we're both still in the area. It's pretty interesting. God.
Yeah.
Why are we in New York?
I don't know. Let's not talk about it. I feel like I should be there. I feel like I would be doing better there.
Really?
But I'm scared of it. I'm
What
really
about it?
scared of New York because it's big and scary and a lot of people don't make it. And it's expensive and there's nothing for certain. And I'm not ready to like just do art forever. Like just do art only.
You don't ever want to just do art?
Like, I just don't feel like it's secure enough right now. Like I don't not ever want to do it. I just right now I don't think that I can
Really?
do just that because it's a lot of work. Like and to make enough money from it is like hard. So I think I'm just not at the place where I think that I can quit my job and just move on to just do art.
Is that something you foresee yourself doing? Try and talk on the mic, I guess. Try to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
keep doing it.
Pull it in if you need to.
I keep doing this. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it can like swivel too
Yeah.
if you need to.
You're being so nice about it too. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Even though you've told me like 40 times. To
It's
talk
okay. I
about
just want everyone to have bittersweet audio.
What did you just ask me?
Oh, you are like, do you actually want to go full time with it?
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to have more time to do art because then I can do a lot of projects that I think about, but I don't have time to do. But I don't know if I could.
Really?
Yeah, not right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm just not ready. I don't think I make enough money from it for me to feel like it's secure.
Yeah.
And I really need that security.
Art's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's nothing wrong with doing both.
Yeah.
If you're completely happy, it's like, why? Just because you do art doesn't mean you have to be full balls deep in it and try and go full time with it.
Happy is not the word that I would use. I'm not unhappy, but I'm tired. And I feel like I am spreading myself a little bit thin sometimes, but I don't know. I'm not a big risk taker, and I think I just have to get up to the point where I'm like ready to like take the leap, but I'm not there yet. I'm not there.
I mean, who's actually judging? Like, who cares?
Exactly. Nobody.
You know, like
nobody fucking cares.
no one fucking cares.
I mean, maybe
you're gonna get like a DM that's like, congrats on going full time, and then it's like, oh yeah, I'm making the right move, but it's like, no, like you're living the life you want and you're just doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm making it work for now. I mean, I feel like that's part of the whole thing. Like you just like make it work until it actually works, and then when it actually works, you know, you feel proud of it because you worked hard to get there.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I feel like I haven't put my time in. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like maybe because you said you're like what 2 or 3 years in.
Yeah, I mean, professional. I guess this is professionally. I don't know if that's what this is.
Like,
but
at what point are you professional?
I don't
think
know.
when you make an art sale, maybe.
I sold art.
Well, there you go.
I sell art all the time.
So you send out mad kisses on that art all the time too.
I know, I do. That's like my favorite part of the week. It makes me feel so good. I love it.
I noticed you're very like pro femininity. Is it feminist? I don't want to ask if you're a feminist. Like, is that the right word?
I don't know if that's what I would call myself. I'm definitely not a feminist, but the label feminist has been taken in so many directions lately that it's not the word that I would use to describe myself.
It feels very extreme for me to call someone that. Like for me, like you have to be someone who's like, bah! Like just really aggressive.
It's
in a way.
not something that I like identify with. Like I'm not like going around being like, hey, I'm a feminist, but it's not something I don't identify with. Like if someone was like, yeah, she's feminist, I'd be like, okay, like that's fine. But yeah, I don't go around saying that's what I am.
How about like all that intersectional stuff? Are you into that stuff too?
Yeah.
Really?
That's important.
Could you explain that a little bit more?
So basically intersectionality this is hard to, it's like a really hard topic to explain. So basically it means like a lot of stuff is just like very like geared towards like making things better for white people.
Yeah.
Intersectionality is making sure that it is better for all people. Like it's not just for this one part of that community. It's for the whole community.
Yeah.
As opposed to just being like, so like when you're making a new law, you're including not only the white population, but the black population, the poor population, the rich population. Like everybody is included in the framework of the law. It's not just to benefit one person.
Okay.
Or one grouping, I guess. And that's the best way I know how to explain it. Because it took me, I still don't completely understand it. That's based on what I understand.
That's like intersectionalism, I guess.
Yeah. So a lot of people do intersectional feminism.
Yeah.
So it's like feminism for everyone. Because a lot of feminism is really exclusionary. Exclusionary towards trans women, exclusionary towards, you know, mostly it's exclusionary towards trans women, but sometimes it's exclusionary towards Black women or women of color or disabled women. So I think it's really important that if you're going to call yourself a feminist, you got to make sure that you're including everybody and not just like the group that you fit into, because we're all women on this planet and like we all need to work together in order to get the things that we want and we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Like
don't quote me on this because I'm not entirely sure that's the definition that people use, but that's how I understand it based on what I've read about it. But I wouldn't like write that in an essay or anything. I
mean, that's the best thing I've heard to describe it. I have no idea. I mean, I had a guest on here who was like making me feel guilty for being a white male. I'm like, I had no control. I'm like, dude, like, what do you want me to do? Like, I don't know. And then she brought up like intersectional feminism and all this stuff. I'm just like, okay, like, seems interesting. Yeah,
I think that it's important. Like, you're right. You didn't have any choice in being a white male. But I do think as a white male, it is important that you know that you do have privilege. I mean, that a lot of people do not have.
True.
Yeah. So I think that is an important topic. And I'm not saying like you're lesser than for being a white male. I date a white male. Like he's a man, he's white, and he's the same way. Like I didn't choose this. And I'm like, I know you didn't choose it, but like, just, you know, you do have privileges that other people don't have. So should I feel guilty because of that? No, I don't think you should feel guilty. Oh. Why would you feel guilty? That's who you are. Because you're making me feel guilty. I'm not trying to make you feel guilty. That's not my intention at all. I do think that, I don't know, you just have to be open to learning about the other things that there are. Because as I don't know what it's like to be a white man, but I'm assuming that just
it's
like
no different than probably anyone else.
I'm assuming that it's like being a person. Sometimes you don't think.
I can say there's a moment where I'm like, oh man, being a white man really helps me out there.
Yeah, I don't know like what it's like I said, but I feel like for me, sometimes I forget that there's other types of people out there that aren't like I am. Like I'm like a mixed woman. And
very interestingly mixed too. I would not guess you're like a quarter black.
I know everyone thinks I'm Hispanic.
Yeah, I thought if you were like, yo, I'm Mexican, I'm like, yeah, I could see.
Yeah, that's what I get all the time. But yeah, so I do just try and keep in mind that there's other people out there, and I do want to listen to their opinions and their like the aspects of their life that I don't have any like window into until they tell me about it, because I don't know what it's like to be them, and they don't know what it's like to be me.
Yeah.
Like, so sometimes you have to explain yourself, and, you know, as a person, like I'm not saying I'm not privileged. I'm very privileged as a woman.
If you're in America, you're privileged.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think that people need to be more open into listening about what other people have to say about their own lives and what they've been through. And
it just gets interesting when people start telling you have to do things because of something that you don't have much control over.
Yeah. I'm not saying that you have to do anything because it's not my place. But I do think that you have to be open to maybe listening to other people.
I think everyone should be open to other ideas and the idea that you could be wrong about things.
I think being closed-minded is very naive now. And I don't think that, I don't know, like I come from, my dad is really conservative and he doesn't want to listen to anything. Like that is not what his opinion is.
Yeah.
So like, I'm really open to listening to other people because I grew up having a person that didn't want to listen to anything I had to say or the things I thought or whatever.
That's interesting how parents can also be role models in like an opposite way. Mm-hmm. You know, like I feel the same way. Like my dad, he was just a giant player, marrying a bunch of times, doing stuff. So like, I never want to be like that. Like I've never cheated. Like
that's crazy because my boyfriend's dad was the same way.
Really?
Yeah, he said the same thing.
Yeah, like it was like my role model to be opposite, where I'm like, no, the girl I marry is gonna be a girl I'm with forever. Like I would never cheat on someone, and it's because it's like the opposite role model.
Right. Yeah, I think it just depends on. I don't know. It does depend a lot on how you were raised. Like I was raised in a conservative religious family.
I mean,
that's the opposite of what I am now. Like the polar opposite.
True. But we grew up in pretty much the same sort of high school environment, I'm going to assume.
Yeah, probably.
Like,
I mean, because we were from the same area. It's pretty much the same.
It was very diverse and
super
very
diverse.
Liberal. Like
super diverse, super liberal.
Like we come from an area that every walk of life is represented.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, that's one thing about being in the suburb in such a populous area. Like this area is really diverse because right next to DC. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of different people that like come here. I would assume it's probably the same living in a suburb of New York City, or maybe not Los Angeles, but definitely New York City, where it's a big hub. LA is probably just like Hispanics and white people. Who freaking knows? I don't know. I don't know. It goes. I've been there one time and I don't remember any of it. What do you mean? I don't know. I just don't remember. It was a while ago. I shopped a lot. That's what I remember. What else do you do? Sweat and shop. It's just like... That's all I do in general, so... Yeah, whatever. Dude, I was this close to moving to New York like a couple weeks ago. Why didn't you? I looked at everything I built here. And you were like, I made so much progress. Yeah. I didn't... It's hard. I didn't just want to start over. Yeah, it's hard. Like I get it that New York, the ceiling is a lot higher as far as like the limit of opportunity. Mm-hmm. But I kind of felt like I've been working at this photography, Bruce Allen brand for 2 years. Do I really want to throw this away just for a dream in New York? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I was going there for something specific. Like I had a job offer, but I'm like, I think what I'm doing is important. I'm going to stay here for a little bit longer. I mean, I think that's totally valid. Maybe you want to move to New York later. Maybe. When something different's happening. Who knows? You never know what's going to happen in a year, 5 years, nothing. You have no idea. But it's like that sort of like anything's possible in New York. I know. Kind of idea. It's so like romanticized that I can't help but want to go there. But at the same time, I'm like, it's so scary. It's just so scary. Mm-hmm. Like it's such a big leap, like from where I'm living and what I'm doing now. It's like a completely different lifestyle that I'm just not ready for. I don't really know what it's like, but I imagine it's just a ton more people, which you probably wouldn't like. Maybe not. Yeah.
Now I think about it, I'm like, that's a lot of people.
It is a lot of people.
The rent is very similar, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same exact. Yeah, no, it is.
That's crazy.
It's very similar. We've got New York rent in DC.
That's bad. Wait until Amazon gets here.
Oh God, we're all baiting our breath for that one.
I'm not.
What do you mean? Do you want to go get an Amazon book job?
I don't. They're gonna shut down my job.
You think so?
I don't know. Maybe.
Are you worried about that? Because you're kind of like in the book industry. Are you actually worried about Amazon and all that stuff?
I don't think about it that much, but when I do get a little worried about it. But I mean, I could just get another job.
That's chill.
I'm skilled.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, I got management experience for 5+ years.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't want to work in retail anymore, though. That is a thing I'm ready to get away from.
Retail?
Fuck yeah.
Dude, retail's crazy.
Fuck retail.
Dealing with people is insane.
People that come to stores and are mean are the worst types of people in the whole world. And I'm saying that as a fact. It's not an opinion. I've dealt with so many awful people in my life.
Really? It doesn't seem like you deal with that many people who are just trying to buy some of these books.
Oh my God. They're so mean.
Really?
Yes. Because it's not the people buying the books, it's the people bringing the books in.
Oh.
Because they're bringing you trash and they think it's worth gold. And they're mad that they're only getting $1. And usually not even that because their shit sucks.
Because it's books.
And they're like, why are you not giving me money? And I'm like, because your shit sucks.
So people ever bring in like a rare book or something and they're like,
every once in a while.
You're like $50 or something.
Yeah, like once in a blue moon, but not all the time. We get some nice stuff and usually I buy it. My house is crazy.
It probably looks like a true Virginian home.
It's got a lot of stuff in
I feel like a Virginia home is just like a bunch of knickknacks. It feels really warm and like books everywhere.
Wow, yeah.
Right?
Same exact.
That's literally like the Virginian home. I don't know what it is.
Really? I never associated that with Virginia, but I guess maybe it is. My mom is very like tidy and she has like 3 knickknacks in the whole house.
Wow.
And I was like, I'm never going to be like this.
You're not going to go Marie Kondo?
No, I hate Marie Kondo.
Oh, she's getting everyone to clean out their house.
My life. At the bookstore. Everyone comes in, these books don't spark joy for me anymore. And I'm like, okay, baby, get rid of them, I guess. Go off.
Has someone actually said that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
For like the first 3 weeks after the show aired, everybody that came in was that.
What do you say that you're just like,
I'm just like, haha. And then I just like move on and explain the process. Cause like, what am I supposed to say? Like, I'm sorry.
You're totally right.
Yeah.
No
and
more
then people
joy.
would be like, I don't really want to get rid of this thing. But Marie Kondo said if it doesn't spark joy, I'm like, if you don't want to get rid of it, keep it, please. We don't want it. I guarantee you.
So I remember hearing you say on my friend's interview, The Seed, Trent and Gabby,
yes,
that your whole art thing started with a bunch of Playboys that came into the shop.
Yes, that did happen. So do you mind if I spit my gum out before this happens? Or?
Dude, not at all.
Because it's like bad now.
Yeah, gum gets pretty raunch.
Yeah. So a guy came into my job and was like, do you guys take magazines? And at the time we didn't take magazines and we still don't take Playboys because they're adult magazines and we're a family store. But he brought them in and I was like, no, but you know, if you want money, I'll come out to the parking lot. I'll give you $20 for them right now.
You just wanted them?
Yeah, I just wanted them just to see because I'm a hoarder. So I got them and I took them home and that's where the collages started with my friend. We just spent the night making collages and I was like, this is fun. And I just kept doing it. And it evolved.
So just like you cut out the naked women, put things over them and it was just like, hello?
Yeah. Like I just cut out. At first it really started with food magazines and Playboy magazines. I don't know why, but something about the connection between food and sex was like a thing that I like had to explore.
That's interesting.
And then after that, I started drawing because before I used to just do straight collage. Like I didn't do any drawing really. And then I started drawing backgrounds and I don't know, something about the math of a pattern. Like it's just really cathartic to draw and relaxing. And I just kept drawing the patterns and they just evolved into something that they did what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like my brain just found a way to make it work.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I noticed like you have like this very interesting background and then you put the media on top and what your sort of magic that goes into that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I draw the backgrounds and then usually I get the girl after I draw the background because I kind of want the girl to match the background, not the background to match the girl.
True.
So I kind of like go through. I have it's not huge, but I have a pretty decent porn collection. It's like a stack like this.
Is it like all vintage porn or is it like modern porn?
No, it's pretty much all vintage. I have a couple modern stuff, but I usually don't use those. Everything is pretty much 1995 or before.
Is there something about vintage porn that's like...
The colors are good and the quality of the photos are awful. I like that shitty quality. I don't know what it is.
It's like that film. They don't really know.
They don't
it's
like
not,
edit
it's not so
it
sharp.
or anything. It's like the saturation is weird and it's kind of grainy and I don't know. I just like it because it's not perfect.
Yeah, I came across, there's this place, oh my God, where is it? It's right there next to Union Market. It's like this crazy knick-knack shop. It's like
I don't think I've ever been there. I know where Union Market is.
He had a box of vintage Playboys and we were going through them and I was like, dang, these photos are really good.
I know.
And
some of them are really nice.
It just seems so classy.
Yeah, some of them are very classy. Some of them are very classy. The old Playboys, Playboy in particular is a very classy magazine. I don't really use Playboy anymore because it's very... The word I want to use is stale, but I don't think that's the right word. It's just very like plain. And like sometimes they work really well for what I'm doing, but I need something with more color, with more, just like more going on. Like the stances are all really like plain and they're just like very like, everything's very model-y.
Yeah, it's true. It's very much just like staying there with your boobs out and just like have your hair done and look perfect. It's not so much like lay on this couch like a boss and like.
Right. So with the porn magazines, like the hardcore porn magazines, which is usually what I use. Usually I use leg fetish magazines.
Whoa.
Yeah, specifically because they do more interesting things with their body because they're trying to show off the legs.
Interesting.
And I like legs. I think that they're very aesthetically pleasing and they have a lot to offer. Huh. So I usually use like fetish magazines, but I feel with those magazines, the models are less professional. So it doesn't feel as like stiff. Like they're just like kind of... They're just doing their thing. They're making the 5 quick, $200, showing off their tits or whatever. Like, it's great. Like, I love it. It's just, it feels more, I don't know. It feels more regular.
It feels more real. It feels
more regular and not professional and like done up. Because a lot of the magazines I'm using are like kind of small press magazines.
But I feel like that's where you get like the best pornographic image, just because I know exactly what you're talking about. Because as a photographer, I'm always thinking about like, is it erotic art or is it porn? And what's that line where it's like, oh, this is art or this is just kind of cheesy,
Yeah, I think it is an interesting line to draw between where is it porn. But I think if the artist says that it's art, it's art.
Okay.
If its intention is not for... This is a hard topic because I'm not sure exactly. Because an artist might make something that might make someone aroused.
You know what I think it is?
It's not.
I think it's about lighting.
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
Like, I think like if you have a girl who's just standing there, like almost like Playboy style, like under these like harsh lights and she's just sort of standing there playing, I'm like, there's not much art in that. Like, I don't know. There's not much, like, it's just so clean and so sterile.
I guess from a photography standpoint, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm looking at. Like, it seems so sterile and like, there's really nothing going on.
But like, I'm reading these porn yaoi things. Are those porn? Or are they art?
Ooh.
See, that's where it's hard to draw the line because I say that they're art.
Well, if they're penetrating, that's porn.
Is it though? I see lots of erotic art where people are including penetration.
Oh, that's interesting. Maybe it's like when the balls are seen. Like it's always like they never show the male body parts. Maybe that's when it gets into porn.
I don't think that there's a fine line to draw.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
Whether you see a penis or not, I don't necessarily think that means that it's not art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on HBO, they never showed the penis growing up. On Real Sex, they just never showed it. Did you ever watch it as a kid?
Yeah, that's because, I don't know. I didn't watch that, but I know what you're talking about. They did never show penises, but they never really showed a snatch either.
It was weird. They're always like dry humping. I was like, what is going on here?
I don't know.
Now that I think back to it.
Dry humping is so 2005.
So 8th grade.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a hard line to draw. I think it's a very gray area. And I think if somebody is making it and they say this is art and that's their intention for it to be art, then therefore it is art.
So it's subjective, you think?
Uh-huh. I do. You might have a different opinion on that, but that's my opinion as an erotic artist.
So you do actually classify as like an erotic artist?
I have to.
You have to?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess. I mean, there's a titty in that
titties.
photo you gave me.
Yeah, that one. But a lot of times I censor them so they're Instagram friendly.
Don't you hate that?
It's really
Why does Instagram hate the nipple?
Instagram hates women.
Really? Nah, I don't know. I mean, I think Instagram's grown off the back of sexy women.
I mean, from a male gaze, sure.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
The male gaze.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to get into this.
Let's get into it. What's the male gaze? Okay. Educate me, and please, like, I am the...
Okay, so if it's there to please a male, then it's fine. So there's this specific Instagram I'm thinking of called the Slut Whisperer.
I love that guy's account.
You do?
Oh, God, I should not have said that.
That's fine. You can love it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your opinion. I don't have a problem with it.
Not in a way where I'm like, oh, yeah, well, I'm just like, it's funny.
I have a problem with the fact that his stuff never gets deleted. And he's got...
How he kind of gets away with it.
He's got like 5 million followers, and there's literally people out here drawing art, trying to make a buck. And he's out there literally just taking pictures of girls' titties, and like he's still running after it, and he still has 5 million followers. And I'm like getting censored all the fucking time for making personal art.
He does kind of get a pass. Like he gets a weird pass.
It's weird, right?
It's like Instagram gave up on him, and they're just like, all right, guy, just do it.
So why don't they give up on anybody else?
Like they will monitor the skosh of nipple you have in your art. But for the guy who has like a little tiny sticker over a real boob,
that's what I'm saying.
With champagne pouring down her chest.
That is what I'm saying.
He gets away scot-free.
That's my point.
But is that the male gaze that you're talking about?
Yeah, it's from a male perspective.
So what's like...
It's there to please the eyes of males, mostly. I mean, most women don't want to see that.
I don't know.
Some women do. That's... You know, that was a very broad sweeping statement. I shouldn't have said it.
No, it's okay to make broad sweeping statements because you're right. You're right.
It was incorrect, though.
But we shouldn't feel like we're incorrect. It is a male pleasing thing. Like for a guy to be there.
Specifically, that account I think is there to please men.
But even the fact that he gets to have the word slut whisperer as his name, and
it's deprecating towards women.
How does he get away with even just having the word slut in his name?
Yeah, it's deprecating towards women, I think, and I think that is.
So do you just like loathe his account, like you hate his content?
I don't loathe it. I don't really give a shit about it. I don't care about it at all. It does annoy me that it's there and he gets away with it, and he's got like 5 million followers and nobody's saying anything. And when people report his stuff, it doesn't get taken down.
Maybe that's how we know if it's erotic, or if Instagram takes it down, then it's pornography.
I don't think that's true either.
I don't really think that's true. I was just... That'd be kind of funny if all of a sudden Instagram becomes like the governor body.
Oh God.
And
I'm not ready for 1984.
When you think about it, Instagram is in a weird way, it's an art platform that censors art. It's kind of weird, right?
It is weird, but right? I know that they have to do it to some degree
because of advertisers.
The advertisers, the people that are funding it. But I also know that they probably take it to an extreme that they don't have to.
I feel like they should make it so accounts are like 18 and plus or something, where like you have a thing on your account where it's like, I'm gonna show
That'd
things.
That'd be great.
You know, like an age thing where
I probably should put that on my account somewhere. I don't have that listed anywhere.
Well,
but my account's not private either.
Yeah, but why'd you want a private account? But like.
Exactly.
But you're not going to get 10,000 private account.
Saying.
You know what I'm saying? but it's just, it sucks that you make a piece of art, but then you have to go back and censor it or it gets taken down. It's like, maybe there should be some weird disclaimer that Instagram or feature that makes where it's like, if I follow this person, I consent to what they put out.
That's a good idea.
You know?
Yeah.
As opposed to just them taking it down and moderating it.
Yeah. It could be like Reddit where you have to turn on like the safe, you know, like, if you want to see NSFW content, you have to like turn off the thingy. That'd be awesome.
Wouldn't that be great?
I would love it.
I think Instagram would be a way better place if they didn't moderate it.
I know, but that's not how it is.
I know.
Unfortunately, with all the new bills passed. And
how often do you get stuff taken down?
It hasn't happened recently because I've built censors into my artwork now.
You're just like mindful of it.
Yeah, it's changed my art, censoring stuff because I know what I can show and what I can't.
Oh.
So, but I used to get stuff taken down all the time.
But even then, now it's gotten to a point where you're like subconsciously pre-censoring your art because you know
because
it's
I just don't want to
down.
deal with it.
Yeah,
it's annoying.
Yeah, it is.
It's annoying to build up 700 likes on something and then have it taken down and have to start all over because the second time it never does as good.
It never does good because they've already seen it.
Yeah, they've already seen it.
No
and they think they already liked it.
No one's leave that comment again.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's really annoying, but I don't get stuff taken down that much anymore. If I do get stuff taken down, it's something old that I didn't censor. And honestly, like, take it down. It's fine. I don't care about it that much.
It's so weird to think that there's like algorithms out there trolling for nipples. It seems like butt cheeks get away though.
Butt cheeks don't anymore.
Really?
It depends on how, like, I draw stuff on all my butt cheeks.
So they don't get taken down?
I guess not.
Oh.
I just tried it one time and it didn't get taken down. I kept doing it and it hasn't gotten anything taken down.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So maybe I'm like obscuring the view like a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, right. It's like you have to just like off center by one, just so the machine doesn't know.
Yeah, just like literally anything to just like, because I know like most of it's a robot. Like, yeah, there's people reporting stuff, but most of the time it's going to be a AI.
Do you deal with hate on Instagram?
Not really.
Really? That's good.
I don't think I'm big enough yet. I think I will the bigger I get, but like, I don't know, let them hate. I don't fucking care.
You know what? I actually want some haters because that means I'm popping.
Yeah.
Like in a weird way, when you get some haters, you're like, yes.
It kind of means that you made it.
Yeah, right?
I'll take a hater.
Right? Like if someone doesn't,
7.
like if someone popular doesn't like me, I'm like, good. That means that they know about me.
I do have some haters. I forget about them because I blocked them.
Nice.
But mostly those haters are just people that ask me for nudes and I won't give it to them. Like they'll be like,
you're not going to be like Patreon?
One time some guy was like, how much could I pay you to fart on me? And I was like, I'll do it for $500.
What?
And he said, I don't have that kind of money. And I said, bye.
Then you don't want these farts.
And I was like, what the fuck? Want me to fart on you? Come on. I don't know.
I mean,
that's someone's kink and it's fine. You can fart on anyone you want, have someone to fart on you as long as it's consensual. That's fine, but it's not for me.
That can't be the weirdest thing you've got. How about like the whole peeing thing? I've seen some girls screenshot their DMs and it's like, how much for you to pee on me? I'm like, what the
I would definitely pee on someone for $500.
Hell yeah.
I got to do that shit anyways. I might as well do it on a person for some money.
I just feel like the whole run up is like the weird part. Like, where are we going to go that I pee on you? Like you would meet at your place
so
or my place.
I just come over and pee and then leave, right? Like that's my ideal situation, but that's my ideal
situation. He's like, okay, don't drink coffee. I want like a clean asparagus piss. No, I don't know.
Oh, ew.
I don't know. I've never got something like that.
Oh my God.
I'd be flattered. I hope someone.
This is taking a turn.
Yeah, I don't know. I was entertaining the weirdest thoughts. Now.
Yeah, if somebody asked me to pee on them, I would do it for $500.
That's not bad.
No, that's not a lot.
I'd pee on someone for
$100. If it kept happening, the price would go up.
Of course, dude. Like professional peer at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck. I don't just do this shit for free.
The piss is valuable. Shoot.
I'm literally gonna go to the bathroom after this and pee in the toilet for zero money.
Just think that's like dollars going down the drain. Like shit.
I know. It's bad. I think that I have entertained the thought of maybe being a cam girl, but I don't think I would like doing it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that that's the type of attention that I want.
True. I mean, I've heard they made a lot of money.
I'm sure that they do, but I don't know. It's beyond the money at that point for me.
Like, yeah. I mean, that's really like a step away from being like, send me, or how about like private Snap? Has that ever been a thought?
I mean, I feel like I kind of lump all those things together, even though I know that they're different, but I have thought about it, but I don't know. I just don't think I would enjoy it doing it. Yeah. And a lot of people that do it, they enjoy it.
That's true.
Like there's a stigma around sex workers that they're just doing it because they have to do it.
Around what?
Sex workers.
Oh, okay.
That they're just doing it because they have to do it. But I think a lot of people enjoy doing it and they have fun. Like I follow lots of people that do that kind of stuff and they seem like they're having a good time. I mean, they might just be presenting that way because they're trying to make money, but like even the ones I've talked to, they like what they're doing. But I don't think that I would like it. It's a lot of pressure.
I think you have to like be built for it. You know, you have to want that.
I think it's a certain type of personality.
Yeah. Like I got a friend, she's a stripper in Richmond and she was supposed to come on the show, but it never happened. But she's a full blown proud sex worker. She's hilarious. She'll post it on Facebook and Instagram, but I mean, yeah, she's always like arguing against it. Like just because I'm a sex worker does not mean I'm a prostitute and all this stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't. There's different types of sex work and they fall into different categories. I'm not an expert, but I know that much.
Yeah. It's so weird that like, sex working is illegal. Like to get paid to do that. Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
Like you can pay for anything else, but that one thing they're just like,
weird.
No.
It's because the United States is afraid of sex.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. I mean, haven't you noticed like our sex education sucks? You don't learn about anything. Porn is like so stigmatized. Yeah. That's legal sex work, I guess, technically. Stripping is legal sex work too. I mean, I guess cam girls are technically legal sex work. That
is definitely sex work.
Yeah. I guess it's the actual exchange of sex. That's not legal.
Which is weird.
It is weird.
Like, why not? There's some dudes who can't talk to a girl, but they make a lot of money. I'm sure they like to pay that girl a lot of money to make them happy.
Sure.
Right? Or whatever the situation is. Yeah. I don't know the situation
I'm
is.
sure. Yeah. I think that it's a market that we're missing out on. The thing is, it's going to happen no matter what. Mm-hmm. So they might as well, I don't know, like
Tax it.
decriminalize
It's
it.
like tax.
I'm not saying that taxing is something to do, but it should be decriminalized. I don't think people need to be going to jail for that. I think that's ridiculous.
Did you hear about the Patriots owner who got busted in a sting? Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
The guy who owns the
The
Patriots.
football team?
No, like the old rich white guy. Yeah, who owns a team.
Yeah.
He got busted for like boarding a prostitute or something, which is so weird because you think he would not have a problem with that.
I mean, I don't think, maybe he just likes to do it with people that he doesn't. I don't know. Maybe that's like his girl, like, and he pays her. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the situation is, but you know, like he might not have to do it. Maybe he likes to.
Yeah. Well, here,
It's a risk.
let's pivot a little bit.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah. What's your involvement in like the DC art scene?
0% pretty much.
Really?
It's really small. I do a couple things here and there, but I haven't done a lot. I'm looking around for stuff. I'm actively taking applications for things. like
pop-ups or markets and stuff like that?
Markets, vending, events. I've done a couple of vending events. I did a small art show with a collective that I met. That was last September, and I did. Was that last September? It was in a September. I think it was last September. I also vended at Woodhull Sexual Freedom Summit, which I will probably do again.
Oh,
it's like a workshop, like a big workshop, like panel thing.
Something's called the Sexual Freedom Summit. Mm-hmm. That sounds insane.
Yeah, I didn't actually get to take part in any of the workshops or anything, but from what I know about it, it's really good. And some of my favorite people that I follow online were there, and I was like, holy shit.
That's probably worth meeting those people. Like, what's up?
Yeah, it was cool. I was too nervous to say hi to any of them, but it did happen. And then, I've done a couple of shows here and there in DC, and I would like to get closer into the DC art scene, but I haven't found a lot of stuff, but I also haven't been looking that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's one of those things where it's like you either know it comes to you or you don't. I don't know.
If something comes up, I almost always apply to it, but you know, those things cost money. Yeah. It costs money to apply to stuff. And
I think that's so weird when people ask you to be a part of something and then they say $200 to have a stall. I'm like, wait,
$200 is a lot. I'll pay up to $50, but if it's going to be $200, I better be making $1,000.
Yeah, like that company Raw Artist. came through.
Yeah,
and everyone gets those emails.
I did that actually.
You did it?
Yes, I did.
How was it?
I had a great time and I made a lot of money.
Well then hell yes.
I didn't have to.
I wasn't sure if it was like a scam or something.
It does seem like a scam, but I had a lot of fun and I met a lot of nice people, and it was fairly easy to do. But I mean, you have to be willing to sell the tickets.
Yeah, that's what they were trying to do. And I was like,
I didn't have to spend $1, but I sold all my tickets. Thanks, Mom.
20 tickets?
Yeah, 20.
You had to sell 20, or you had to like pay back, or?
Yeah, I sold all 20 tickets, and then I made like $500.
Damn.
Yeah, I did really well. I had a very good spot on the floor.
Your art seems to like sell really well.
I do pretty good.
Yeah.
Not really good, but I sell okay. Like I do sell stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, I was really surprised that you were selling for so low.
Yeah, you know why? Because I want people to be able to afford it. Like I don't need the money from the art. It's kind of just extra for me. And sometimes I do use it for things I need, like to finance the art.
Yeah.
Like markers and paper and all that kind of shit. But I want people to be able to buy it. And I print everything at home, so it doesn't cost me that much to do it.
But do you feel like you're doing like a disservice to the rest of artists who have to make a living from it by selling for so cheap?
I have thought about that, but I mean, at some point, like, it's not about them. It's about me right now.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you gotta look out for you. Who cares about the community? It's like, you're gonna make that sale.
The community is important. It is important. And I know that a lot of artists talk about how that is something that devalues other people's art. But when you're just starting out and you want people to be able to have your stuff, you got to sell it low. And I'm not losing any money by selling it that low. So
I feel that I'd much rather have more people have my stuff than to feel like they can't afford it.
Exactly.
You know?
That's my point.
I'd rather be on your wall than not on your wall at all.
I'd rather have someone see it and like it and come follow me.
100%.
Why do you think I brought you presents?
Oh.
Was this a marketing tactic or am I just nice?
Both. I hope. Probably marketing tactic, but it's okay.
I actually was like, oh, he's nice. I would bring him a present.
It's okay. I hope you get all of 10 followers from this interview.
If I get one, that's great.
Dude, honestly, I'm so glad to have you on because it's such like a break from all this like hardcore gentrification talk I've been doing on here and stuff. Like I've been having like a lot of people who are,
oh my God, really?
Not like hardcore, but people who are like from the scene in DC and like really have seen it change.
Yeah.
It's something that we almost have to bring up because I don't really understand it. And so I'm curious And so sometimes the conversation goes away and I'm just like, oh, I just want to have someone I can just have a good time with and talk and like.
Yeah, we can totally do that because I don't know anything about the DC gentrification going on.
I'm not going to act like I do either. We're like in the same scenario where it's like we kind of grew up outside of it.
Yeah.
And we would come in the city for like a show.
Yeah.
And then we'd leave.
Yeah, because you don't live here right now. You're just about to move in.
Yeah, in like a few weeks. And I'll hang one of your pictures in my room. Don't worry. I'll put it up there.
Thank you.
Yeah. But it's like, we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have no idea.
No idea. I mostly don't know anything that's going on. Like right now, I'm like, what's happening?
No, that's fine. Where is my phone? Let me see what other notes I had for you.
You took notes?
Yeah, dude. Okay, so I got roasted one time for not knowing enough about my guest. So
wow.
So ever since then, I've really been working hard.
I wouldn't roast you for that. Yeah. Is it okay if we take a bathroom break? Do you edit this?
Yeah, we can edit it out if you have to.
I do have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah.
I drank so much water.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm sorry. Am I the worst guest ever?
No, I once had someone go to the bathroom 3 times. No worries.
I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, guys. So here we are again. Take another bathroom break. Dude, really fun podcast. Honestly, it's so nice to just be able to talk shit and talk to a guest. Someone like Sarah is someone you should definitely check out on on Instagram because it'll brighten your day. 100%. It's hilarious. She's a personality, and it's just so cool to have him on the show. You know, I think that by talking to different worlds of people that I find interesting, I'm able to, I don't know, introduce you guys to cool people. I don't know. I navigate the podcast just by talking to people I think are interesting. And Sarah's definitely one of them. So when she gets back from the bathroom, we shall resume. Looks like we're back. Boom, boom, boom.
We're back.
Yeah, not many new notes. I was actually just thinking that this is the last podcast I'm going to be doing in this studio.
How does it feel to like, is this your first studio?
Yes, my first studio space.
Are you like sad about leaving?
Well, I made the conscious choice to leave because I was like, you know, the money I spend for this studio is rent money. And I was like, do I really use the studio that much to justify? I was like, nah. The only thing I was like, damn,
yeah,
I just don't have a place to podcast.
How often do you come to the studio?
For podcasts or just for photography?
In general?
A few times a week, but it would be mostly for podcasts recently. Mm-hmm. And now that it's summer, I was like, all my clients, it's not going to be in the studio.
So are you going to be doing your podcast out of your house?
No. So I have a couple things in the works right now.
Oh, right. You did say that you had some stuff.
I don't want to spill the beans because I'm on the boat where like I don't want to talk about it before it happens.
Yeah, sure.
But the situation should look way cooler and like maybe be a lot more better for production.
I mean, this is pretty sweet.
But essentially, I just need a space where we can talk.
Yeah.
Have some lights, have a camera, and drink or smoke and do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Can't really smoke here. My guests can't smoke here. I want my guests to be able to smoke a blunt if they want to. You know?
Can you smoke in DC? It's illegal here, right?
Yeah. Weed's weird in DC.
I remember someone telling me that the laws were weird, but I mean,
so you can't buy it. It has to be a donation. So like I bought this coffee.
I understand.
And because you bought this coffee, let me give you an eighth of weed.
Yeah, my boyfriend does the weed party thing.
Oh, he does?
He's been to a couple.
Damn,
I probably shouldn't say that on here because I think he's trying to get a good job.
That's okay. We didn't drop his name. It's okay. Don't worry.
But people are gonna.
But you can get it delivered. Like I've only ever got my weed delivered.
That is the weirdest shit I've ever heard.
I bought like a $60 comic book.
That's a normal price for a comic book. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? It was like a graphic novel of like something I never heard about, and it happened to have an eighth of weed in it. Who knew that was the going price?
That's crazy. Yeah, like you buy a napkin drawing and it's like $75.
Do you smoke and do you chief and stuff like that?
No, I actually don't anymore.
Are you straight edge?
No, not.
Yeah,
I guess technically
edge.
I am, but not like consciously. Oh, not consciously. Like I just don't. I used to smoke. I quit smoking pot when I was like 18 or 19. So I don't know about weed now. Like it seems so different. And the only reason I quit smoking is because it gave me panic attacks.
Yo, you used to do that for me too. I quit for the longest time, and then recently I kind of got back into it. I think it's kind of nice now.
I think I would be fine with it now because I know exactly what I'm getting.
True.
Yeah, but I just haven't done it.
True.
So maybe that'll change.
But yeah, no, we'll have a better situation. So yeah, you're my final guest in this studio, and it just kind of felt climactic. I don't know why.
Probably because it's the end of an era for you.
I think it's end of like this era. Like I'm turning the chapter in this book a little bit. Like what's next
chapter
for
10?
I don't know.
I don't know what chapter.
It's probably like chapter 2 or 3. We'll see.
2 or 3.
We'll see.
It's been a while since I feel like I turned a page.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think makes turning a page?
I don't know. Like something changes.
Really?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the last time I felt like I like took a big leap.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Damn.
Don't worry.
I'm the worst.
It's my job to do that. no. Like
talking to the mic.
No, that's all good.
That was like literally the only rule.
Honestly, you know what's funny is I'm gonna go listen to audio. I'm like, it didn't matter anyways. But you're saying like you haven't taken a leap in a while.
Yeah, like I feel like it's time to like, I don't know. I've been having that itch, to like do something, but I don't know what the something is.
That's what it was for me.
Yeah, so I have to figure out what the something is, and then I can do it.
Like you need a change?
Yeah, that's what happened. I changed my hair, and now I was like, okay, that wasn't the thing.
Ooh. You think it's like a location thing?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe. I would like to move out of the area. I really do not like Northern Virginia anymore. I feel like I'm done with it, but it's all I've ever really known.
I know it's weird to kind of think about what it's like to be somewhere else.
Yeah, like I can't see myself anywhere else, but that's just because I've never been there.
Oh. You haven't traveled much?
No, I've been in the U.S.
You never left the U.S.? Oh, whoa.
No, I don't even have a passport.
Bro.
I want to. I just never have any money or anything to do those things.
God damn it. Everyone better go buy some prints to get you the Sarah to, I don't know.
I want to go
connect with your roots.
I don't know where I want to go. I would love to go to Korea. That'd be sweet.
Ooh.
But that's so far away. I really want to go to Australia.
I thought you were going to say Japan to live out your weeaboo dreams.
That would be cool, but Australia seems really fun.
Now that's like a trip.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people in Australia via the internet.
What?
Yeah.
Have like a meetup in Australia?
I'm an international artist. I send art all over the fucking country, the world.
Damn.
I've sent stuff to Australia. It was weird as fuck.
Really?
Yeah, it's expensive too.
Yeah, dude, it really is. Shipping's like $15.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's insane.
Yeah, I've sent stuff to Australia. I sent something to New Zealand. I sent something to Israel one time.
Damn.
I know, it was fucking weird.
I'll tell you what, the first time I traveled outside the US was the first time I had like a perspective change.
Oh, really?
It was weird. Like when I went to France and Spain, I came back like a changed person. Like,
yeah, I believe that would happen.
I felt like my worldview got bigger.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Because for me, it's really like the circle.
You're like, it's like the northern part of Virginia.
Yeah, and some DC.
I honestly feel like anywhere you go in the US, it probably won't be that different.
No.
But it'll be different.
Till I go to Roswell.
Bruh. You actually want to go there?
Hell yeah.
Are you a conspiracy theorist?
No.
Yo.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do indulge myself in conspiracy theories, and I really like aliens.
Ooh, so aliens are real?
Of course they are.
In like what form?
Can't believe you even asked me that.
I
Yeah. I don't know. I just like think that they're real. It just makes sense to me. And I can't explain to you why, but I've watched lots of documentaries and I've read a couple books and that didn't make it any less real for me.
I mean, I don't know. I definitely think there's other people out there besides us.
Yeah.
Facts.
For sure. There's different other galaxies.
There's no way we're alone.
And no. Kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I mean, maybe we just can't understand it. Like the same way an ant probably doesn't get us. Maybe we don't get the thing above us.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. All I know is I'm afraid of them.
True.
I'm afraid of that. Like, I swear to God, I'm scared. So scared. Like, when I'm like sleeping and I have to wake up in the middle of the night, I'm so scared that aliens are going to be there.
Or like you're going up your stairs that night and you're like,
I kind of think I might have had like an abduction experience when I was younger.
Really?
Yes. Because I was reading this book and it said children who wake up the next day with their clothes on inside out. Like, and it was like talking about signs that you had an abduction experience. And I used to wake up all the time with my clothes on inside out my pajamas. And I have this big scar, like from, it's not even like a scar. It's just like a discolored piece of my leg. It's like a big line from the bottom of my leg all the way up to where the back of my knee is.
What?
I know. And I don't remember anything, but I like to think that it was an alien
That seems pretty
abduction.
plausible. Inside out, scar on the back.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think they did? They just opened you up and were just like, yo.
I don't know what they would want to do with my calf, but I don't know what they need. Probably just wanted to look at it.
Maybe you feel like you have some super strong calves, like giving you alien legs or something. I don't know. Freaking knows.
I do have very nice legs. And I don't work out at all. So
hey.
Maybe that's why.
That's called genes. Pretty lucky there.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I do really believe in aliens. And I am scared to meet them.
I don't know. I feel like they would just think we're stupid.
Hell yeah, we are stupid.
Nah.
Are you kidding me?
Humans are smart as shit.
Huh?
Humans are smart as shit.
Some of them.
Not all.
Yeah, most of them aren't.
Damn. I hope that change finds you. Whatever that crazy change would be.
Yeah, me too. It'd be sweet. I forgot we were talking about that.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I like how I brought it back like that. I was like, oh,
dude,
it's like he's kind of
smooth.
I'm getting better at this whole interview thing.
Yeah, I do. I think it will drop in my lap. I just don't know when, but I hope it's soon. My horoscope says it's going to be soon. So.
Ooh. Okay. So, what would you want it to be?
I don't. Honestly, if I knew what I wanted it to be, I would just do the thing.
Damn it. We never know these things. They just kind of happen.
Yeah, if I knew what I wanted it to be, I would just do the thing.
Well, I think there's something said to be like for playing it safe in life. I feel like that's so scary, especially because I know I
feel bad about it.
You're younger. We're in our 20s.
Yeah.
Like now is the time to not play it safe.
Yeah, I know, but I'm scared
of
it.
Homeless or
no, just everything. I'm just scared.
Yeah.
I like to be very secure and I like to feel comfortable, and when I don't feel those things, I'm like freaking out.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I think it's normal, but I would like to do other stuff. I just have to get past the fear.
It just feels like we're in a culture where if you do something creative and you're not a professional or like a full-time creative, it's almost like you're shamed for it in a weird way. It's like,
it does.
Like there's like a weird stress to kind of do that.
Yeah, because I feel like that's what people think that you have to do. Like, this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to start out being like struggling and working and doing the thing and the blah blah blah. And I feel like then you're supposed to go and be the artist, but like that doesn't work for everybody. And I don't know if it's gonna work for me. It might, but right now it doesn't work for me, so I'm not doing that.
Nice. So where do you? What's next for Sarah Barnfart? Like, what's the plan? I know you got 10K on the horizon.
Hopefully, I don't know. I really just want to like fucking have a good time, and even if that means I'm having a good time on the internet and not like IRL with people, that's fine. Mm-hmm. I just want to like live my life and enjoy the life that I have. And if that means staying at home and listening to jazz on my YouTube account, then I'm going to do that.
Hell yeah. Whatever it means to you.
Yeah. Because that's what I like to do. I like to be at home. I'm a Taurus.
I have no idea what that means. Taurus.
Someone that listens to this podcast will know what that means.
They're like, oh, yes.
Like, me too.
Oh. Can I ask for my horoscope, or you don't know about stuff like that?
I might know a little bit. What is?
I'm Scorpio. Why is that funny?
It's not funny. It just makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're really driven and like you're like Scorpios get a bad rep, but I have a lot of friends that are Scorpios that I really, really like, and I appreciate their veracity, and they just like, I don't know, they just like go for it like all the fucking time. And it's fucking sweet. And that's something I wish I had, but I don't.
Word. Well, I feel like we're coming to a natural wrap up here.
I do.
But I want to say this. I always ask my guests this question.
Sure.
And it's, is there anything you'd want to say to someone who like looks at what you do and how positive and open about sexuality, about body positivity, about inclusivity and everything? Like someone who looks at you and just sees you and your platform and they're just like, I could never do that. I could never talk about my farts. I could never do that. Like, what would you say to that person?
I would say that I was you a couple years ago, and I was like, I couldn't do that. I couldn't be like on the internet and be like and look at where I'm at. I'm here. Like, I don't know. Like, just go with the flow and just like let it happen. Like, it's gonna just, whatever needs to happen is going to fucking happen. Like, I am solid on that. And like, if that's the thing you want to do, fucking do it. Just go for it.
Oh yeah.
And I do not take my own advice, so don't quote that back at me.
Thought you said to go for it, Sarah. So I quit my job, and now what am I fucking doing?
Yeah, that's your decision, not mine.
Yeah.
But I do think that, a lot of people do play it safe, even me. And I think that it's okay to take a risk once in a while, even if that means just going on Instagram and talking about your period.
Word.
Yeah.
Whatever that
risk means for you, just do it because it probably won't matter.
Sweet. Well, you know, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
It was super cool to have you on the podcast and talk about all our nonsense.
I don't even know what we talked about.
It was supposed to be about you, and it's just a conversation, and wherever it goes, it goes.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Dude, me too. You know, we spoke like an hour and a half, right?
Nope.
Yeah, I looked at the timer.
That makes sense why I had to pee so bad.
Yes, that too. But all right, guys. Well, if anyone wants to check you out on Instagram and get you to 10K or anything like that, where should they go?
You can find me on Instagram at Sarah Barnfart, Barnfart. No, that is not my real last name, but it's close.
Isn't it Barnhart?
It is Barnhart. Yeah, but I pretty much only have Instagram. I don't use Twitter very much. I don't use Facebook really. So just Instagram. That's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I should have asked you if you were worried about it shutting down, but we'll worry about that when we get there, I guess.
What, my Instagram?
Yeah, like what if Instagram, like remember the day Instagram crashed for a day?
Oh, if it shuts down, then whatever. I just won't be doing Instagram anymore.
Fuck it.
I mean, I'll just have to figure it out when it happens. Hopefully it doesn't, but because I have a lot of fun on there. But if it happens, I mean, that's out of my control.
It's like roll with the punches on that one.
Yeah.
Word. Well, guys, please go check her out. Promise it'll brighten your day. And that's it. That's the angle. Peace.
Bye.
Now I gotta turn it off. Well, sweet.
Awesome. Wow. That was a lot of story arcs that we went through.